Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another diecast review. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and today we'll be taking a look at Carbon Racer Jeff Gorvette. Now, before we get into the review and before you guys ask me in the comments section, yes, I'll be doing a speculation video on the new Cars 3 trailer with Mac and McQueen's crash and all that good stuff as soon as I can. Please keep in mind that I'm not on winter break anymore. I'm back in school, so it's really hard for me to make videos like those speculation videos that go from 15 to 20 minutes long during the week. So I'll try my best to get it out this weekend, but just please keep that in mind. And during the week in the future, while I'm in school, you'll be seeing smaller videos like this one here or the one that I did on Monday with Milo. And now for everyone asking about the Detroit Auto Show, no, I will not be doing a video on that footage because it was only meant for the people at the Detroit Auto Show, not anyone else. So if you did not go there, you were not supposed to see it. So yes, I was not supposed to see it, but I did see it anyway. And I'm kind of regretful about that because it was really only meant for those people, and that's why all of the videos of it on YouTube are taken down. So if I went to go do a video on it, guess what? It'd be taken down. So nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm going to respect John Lasseter's, wishes, what he said. He literally said there, right then and there before the clip played, that he didn't want anyone recording it. So I'm gonna respect that. I've always looked up to him, so I'm definitely not doing a video on that. But for the other one that's on YouTube, everywhere, on TV, I will be doing a video for that as soon as I can. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's dive right into the review here of Carbon Racer Jeff Gorvette. Now, I do have a poll for you guys today. I got 3 new Carbon Racers in the mail yesterday, and so I'm reviewing this one, and the other 2 are up to you guys on which one you want me to review first. So we have Todoroki and Carla Veloso. So of course the poll is in the top right hand corner of the video. Feel free to vote on which one you want me to review next. Shu is the white one and Carla is the green one. So as always, thanks for voting, and now we can officially get into the review here of Carbon Jeff. So now the reason I bought this one on eBay from a Chinese seller, actually snapdragontoyz, who's the seller that I got all my Cars 3 stuff from. The link for the listing, if you want to buy one yourself, will be in the description below if it's still in stock. I'm not entirely sure if it's still in stock yet, so I'll have to check after I make this video. So back to the reason I bought this one is because I'm not sure if it's going to hit the United States. It's a part of the second wave of Carbon Racers. The first wave hit stores about a year ago, and it had pretty much all of the racers like McQueen, Max Schnell, who I have over here that we'll be taking a look at, I guess. We could take a look at him right now, but it had all the basic ones except for Jeff Gorvette, Todoroki, Carla Veloso, Francesco Bernoulli, who I don't have yet, and Rip Clutchgoneski. However, Rip was in a 4-pack exclusive to Target and Toys R Us, so that was not a big deal. His single version was only available internationally, but I'm pretty sure it was going to hit stores along with these ones here and Francesco Bernoulli. Now, in other countries like Europe, now that's not a country, but other regions of the world like Europe, I'm not sure about Australia, I think down in South America, Central America, they are getting these in stores, but in the United States, nope, not really. Only one person has found them so far, and that was several months ago. So that's why I bought them on eBay, because I don't want to miss out on them, because I really have no idea if they are going to hit stores in the United States, because it has been just such a long time. It's been a year since the first wave has hit stores, so you'd think that the second wave would come out a couple months later, and it has been a year now, so I'm pretty doubtful that they'll hit stores, but I'm not sure. I just didn't want to take the chance on missing out on these guys forever, because once they're gone until years down the road when a collector decides to sell his collection or something like that. So just warning you guys, if you want them and you're not in a place that currently has them in a store, or just consider your options of buying them online if you do in fact want them, because I certainly did, and I decided that was probably the best thing for me to buy them on eBay. Still looking for Francesco Bernoulli. Hopefully I can get him soon. So now, if you guys don't know what this Carbon Racer series is exactly about, I'll briefly explain it, but if you want to learn more about the location and all that stuff, you can check out my video on the case unboxing of these guys I did over a year ago, and the 4-pack review back in February of last year, I believe. All those links will be in the description. So it's a spin-off of Cars 2. These guys with the carbon paint jobs did not appear in any movies or shorts. It's simply something that Mattel and Disney Pixar collaborated on to pretty much make a new line of diecast and sell them. So you got the Carbon Racers Cup right there. Now this host was actually hosted by Max Schnell in Germany, because he is the German racer. It's part of the Transcontinental Race of Champions series, pretty much just a whole series that the World Grand Prix racers created after the World Grand Prix to have more races, pretty much. Like, for example, we have the ice race back here, we have the silver, and here's the carnival one. That's actually the most recent one, even though that line actually has completed, whereas the carbon one still kind of is loose out there. So hopefully you guys can kind of understand that. If you want to learn more, check out the links below. So now let's get into the review of this amazing racer. I decided to review this one before Shu or Carla because it's my personal favorite. I really look for in these Transcontinental Race of Champions series is, that they look different from the original. And Mattel definitely succeeded in doing that for Jeff, at least for me personally, because I love Jeff. They exceeded my expectations far with this guy right here, because he just looks so different from the original. I mean, if you look at the original here from Cars 2, he's mainly yellow. And if you look at this one, he's mainly gray with that carbon detailing in there. So that is just amazing. If you look at some of the others here, you have the regular Lewis Hamilton here on the right and the carbon one on the left. They're kind of different, but, pretty similar. Same thing with Miguel Camino, who's actually one of my favorite carbon racers, but they're still pretty similar. If you look at Jeff, at a point, he may not even be recognizable because he just looks so different. And the only thing that I complain about him is that they didn't change the expression, but they don't really do that with any of the racers nowadays. I mean, they did with his Ice Racer version here, so you can actually see that they changed it there, which was great, but they did not do it with the carbon one. So a little unfortunate there, but still just an amazing paint job on him. Of course, now where you see the lighter gray with the lines is actually the carbon. I believe the rest of the gray is just simply a paint on him, because I don't believe everything is carbon, but the hood there is carbon. I love the CR logo there, of course, standing for Carbon Racers, and there's the trophy right there, so that's awesome. I mean, I don't even know who won this race. We don't even know in general. No one does, because there's no short. They didn't appear in the movie, and it's not in a book or a description or anything. So, you know what? Lightning McQueen won. Of course he did. McQueen wins everything except in Cars 3, so whatever. But getting back to Jeff here, you can see the American flag, and of course that has to stay on him because he is a truly American racer representing America. We have the CR logo over here with the trophy again. CRC, Carbon Racer Cup 24, obviously supposed to be a play on Jeff Gordon, the retired NASCAR driver, because Jeff Gorvette, he's a Corvette, so they carified his name there. And on the back, we have the T-ROC logo, like I showed you guys on the package. And then, just barely, you can see right there another logo with the American flag and JG24, obviously standing for Jeff Gorvette 24. On the spoiler, CRC again, 24, and now he actually has a different spoiler than the original, which is just fantastic. Great job, Mattel. That is what makes the Carbon Racers my favorite series, because so much changed. Like with the other ones I showed you, even though they're pretty similar, their spoilers are in fact different. Not all of the Carbon Racers have different spoilers though. Carla Veloso, nope. Todoroki, nope. But I feel like half of them, I think half, maybe a little bit less than half, have different spoilers. Lewis Hamilton does over here. And actually, Lewis Hamilton's new spoiler is almost identical to Jeff's, but the supports are a little bit different, but they are very similar, and it kind of makes sense because Jeff and Lewis are friends, so maybe they talked about, hey, we should get this spoiler. It's like, oh yeah, but it had to be different for the support. So I'm just kind of making a little bit of story here because Mattel or Disney didn't provide us with any. So getting back to Jeff here, we went over the sides. I love the rims as well. Nice silver there with the yellow trim going around it, different from the original. On the back here, we have CRC with a checkered flag, American flag down toward the right, and that logo again. And here's the base if you're interested. Pretty bland. And there you go, Corvette right smack dab in the middle there, because you gotta credit Corvette, because no doubt that's a Corvette right there. The logo is right there on the hood. So just an amazing release. I really do hope that this hits stores in the USA because, in my opinion, it's one of the best T-ROC racers that they ever made because it just looks so different from the original. We got the Carnival Jeff right here, and he's cool, but he doesn't look that much different from the original. And same thing with the ice one here. So I just love this Carbon Racer one a lot. Great job, Mattel. Just phenomenal. I just keep using these wonderful adjectives here. So that's pretty much all for this review. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And I pretty much don't have anything else to say except don't forget to vote for Carla Veloso or Shu Todoroki. Not gonna show them too much because you guys will have to watch that review if you want to see what they look like up close. But let me know in the comment section below what version of Jeff Gorvette is your favorite. We have quite a few nowadays. We have the regular, we have ice, carnival, carbon, silver, and metallic in the background. And you can't forget, of course, we have Team Jeff Gorvette as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys next time for another video. Hopefully it is the Cars 3 speculation video on the new trailer, which was absolutely amazing. I love seeing Mac back in it. There's actually a picture of Sally inside Mac, so that's the first thing I'll say about it. And then for the rest of it, you'll have to watch that video. So, and of course, in the cut there, I moved Jeff Gorvette with the carbon decals to the front, right in center, because we did review him today. So, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you all enjoyed, and bye now.